Hey guys, welcome back to a video with myself. Look, my asper's not been going right now, so if you hear me like wheezing, not breathing properly, just ignore that because yeah, I'm filming the video regardless. But anyways, I am here to tell you the tips, the advice, the do's, the don'ts of sixth form. I just finished sixth form a couple of months ago and I've got a lot of advice to give, and I know a lot of you are starting sixth form next month. But yeah, let's just get on with the video. If you are getting year 12 right, the difference between GCSE and A-level is extravagant. Now, my year group, obviously, we were the year group that COVID hit in year 10, so we missed a lot of our GCSEs. Like, even GCSE content, we didn't really know that much, and that really killed us off in A-level. So, if you've done GCSE content, you may have a little bit more of an advantage, but still, you won't have that much, because A-level will kill you internally and mentally. Like, you have to be prepared. Basically, okay, let me say, for example, in biology, you look at the cell, Google it, not even Google, I'll show you. This is the cell they show you in GCSE. This is the cell they show you in biology A-level. And you need to memorize it and know everything on that. So, guys, when I'm telling you the jump is extravagant, it's extravagant. Just make sure you prepare for that. Because mentally, if you're not prepared for that, mentally, sixth form will drain you. So, make sure you know. Don't think, oh, it's light work. It's not light work. It's not easy. Just make sure you're prepared. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just make sure you're prepared. Number 2, your mental health and your stress. Basically, with the jump that I was talking about from like GCSEs to A-level, you are gonna get stressed. I don't think I knew one person that wasn't stressed. It got to the point people started saying, I don't know whether to choose my mental health or choose my education. That's how deep it gets, my guy. That's how deep it gets. It's just draining because essentially it starts feeling like you have no time just to breathe. Do you know what I mean? Like, just to actually do daily functions, like breathe. You don't feel like you have the time. And it's just all about, in the beginning of year 12, managing your time. Chat to your teachers, as much as you think they're not there to help you, they're there to help you. Chat to them, be like, yo, what do I have to do? Especially your tutors, be like, yo, can you help me make like a revision timetable? Can you help me show like how can I have free time so I can actually like, you know, relax? Because if you go and ask them end of year 13, they're gonna look at you and be like, why are you asking now when you have exams? Because trust me, that exam season is a scary season. You won't have time. So you best go to your teachers now and be like, yo, how can I make time for this, that, this, that, this? Because regardless, yeah, your mental health is important. If you don't feel good, you won't do good in your schoolwork. Do you know what I mean? So literally, chat to teachers, chat to your friends. Your friends, they'll be able to dare to relate with you. And make sure you have that one good friend that you can FaceTime anytime. You can call, you can message, you can be like, yo, look, I'm stressed. And they'll be like, yo, I'm stressed too. Let's go for a Nando's. Do you know what I mean? Yo, I'm stressed too. Let's go for a spa day. Do you know what I mean? Or, yeah, I'm stressed. Let's go revise. Yeah, because sometimes revision helps with the stress. When you feel like, yeah, I've accomplished something, you'll feel much better. But make sure you go and chat to your teachers to make revision timetables, just to organize your time. Because if you don't organize your time, the stress you'll feel is just beyond. Why am I bare? It's the right angle as well. My apologies. But anyway, yeah, just organize your time nicely and you should be patterned. Number 3, stationery. I've done 2 stationery videos. If you haven't gone and watched them, go watch them. There's this one and there's this one. Even watch both. Even watch both, because both will enlighten you in different ways. And make sure you like and make sure you comment, because you know what, yeah, I think the last one didn't get any comments. And honestly, I love conversing with you lot. So make sure you go comment down there. I made 2 stationery videos. But if I'm feeling if I am to like put it to one, like, what's the word? Summarize it. Basically, all your basic necessities, the basic places to go: Wilco, George, B&M, George, B&M, the works, WH Smith if you're bougie, if you've got peas, fairs, like fair, if you can afford WH Smith, fairs. Okay, I actually put my hands up and say fairs. Because not me. I was broke. I was very much broke. I only had £30 to get my stationery. Please. I think £30 can get me 2 items in WH Smith. Please. But yeah, I think those are basically necessary shops. You can go to things like some like the Range, Sainsbury's, Morrison, stuff like that, they do back to school like seasons in their shops, so you can even go check there in their back to school like seasonal aisle and everything, if it's not filled with autumn stuff, guys, because back to school means autumn. Sorry, a bit too gassed. Let's move on. There was someone that was asking me, do they need an iPad? I personally didn't have an iPad for sixth form, but okay, how do I say this? You can go far with a notebook and pen and folders as long as you organize your work. So as soon as you've written, you slot into the file, and make sure it's in order. And also, because teachers love doing folder checks just to make sure that you're like actually, you know, on the right road, if you're using an iPad and stuff, you're gonna have to print it out anyway, so that's where notebook actually comes into your advantage. You don't have to print it out, you just rip it out and put it into your folder. But me personally, I found a laptop, not an iPad was not for me, but a laptop much easier, because I'm so lazy. I forget to slot things into like files. I still got empty files on my Calyx right there, because of how lazy I am of just not filling up. I'll just write in my book and then I'll lose the papers and it was just all messy. But once I started using a laptop, because the school gave me a laptop, basically then just keeping them into files was much more easier, because you just, you know, files and everything on computers and stuff. So it really depends on your personality. But if you don't have the P's like me, because I didn't have the P's, I was just fortunate that obviously the school gave me the facilities of a computer. That was a weird way to say it. You can literally just go with your pen, folder, notebook, and you'll be fine. If you have the P's and want to use an iPad, you can use an iPad, because I know some people like doing the fancy writing and stuff, but you can still do that in your notebook. And if you want to use a laptop, there's also a laptop. So yeah, but I'd say be careful with what type of laptops you bring in school, because bear in mind, things can get trampled on. Things like nothing is guaranteed as like safe at school, and you don't have insurance on computers saying that someone stood on my laptop. Like, do you know what I mean? So I'll just say be wary, because you're friends. Okay, realistically, the people that you make friends with in the beginning of year 12 may not be your friend by end of year 12, because it depends. If it's a small group, then yeah, you guys will probably stay friends. But if it's like a large group, that large group will die down quick, because as you grow up and mature, you just don't want to be in big groups. You want to be in small groups, trust me. And even that's the same with drama as well, because like, as much as there was drama in sixth form, it wouldn't last as long. No, I don't think it wouldn't last as long. It just wouldn't be as deep. Do you know what I mean? So like, if you had drama back in secondary, okay, let's say for example, when you heard drama back in secondary, it'll be like, what she said there, huh? This, that, this. Sixth form, yeah, there's that, but then it's for like a split second. Then you actually remember, wait, I got A levels, and you move on with your day. That's what happens with drama. Drama's not that deep, and like, it doesn't normally get dragged out. Sometimes people still have like year 11 mindsets, and it does go to be dragged out. But then a lot of people mature now, they don't really want to be involved in drama and this, that, this. And of course, when they hear it, it's like, what? But like, let's say for example, most times, yeah, the drama's not as deep as it is in secondary compared to sixth form. Well, that was my experience. I don't know about what you lot are going to experience, but I think that's mainly majority, because you just mature. Like right now, things that seem important to you are not going to be important to you. Trust me. By end of year 13, I feel like sixth form just makes you have a lot of perspective on what's actually important to you. Do you know what I mean? You start caring about like silly things. Like, I don't know how to explain, but yeah, that's basically my fix on drama and friendships. Friendships, just be careful who you're friends with as well, because as much as when you're meeting new people, you'll be like, yeah, they're my sis, they're my bestie, yeah, you have to remember that you still don't know them. Like, and unless it's been like, I'd say maybe 4 or 5 months, you don't know them and they don't know you. So you don't know what you're telling them. They could end up spreading to everyone else. Or you don't know that what you're doing could be affecting them slowly, like they're actually getting annoyed at what you're doing, but you don't know that. So I'd say before you start bestie-in, at least be friends for a good 5, 6, 7 months, 8 even, just to make sure it's on the safe side. Okay, hardest A levels. I'm gonna say from mine, because I feel like I have no right to judge other people's A levels when I didn't do them. Respectfully, I did psychology. Swearing. I did psychology, biology, and applied science. Psychology was the easiest. Now, biology and applied science were hard in different ways. Biology, the concept of biology. There's just not concept, the content. The content of biology is too much. There's just so much you need to know, so much you need to learn, so much you need to, before the exams, and I just feel like that was too much. And the mark scheme is just too specific. Like, some mark schemes will underline antibodies, some mark schemes will not underline, and underline means you must put it. If you don't put it, you lose the mark. It's just that type of thing. And the essays, the 25 marks, don't be fooled. In AS there's no hay fever, but yeah, in AS there's no 25 markers. They hit you with it in A level. They say boom, bow, script. Yeah. And you know what made it deeper? My brother passed away in the beginning of year 13, and that's when they decided to surprise essays. I was like, pardon? Question mark? Essay? Because I didn't even know essays were a thing, because like obviously I took like a few weeks off school and everything. Came back and I was like, huh? What? There's essays in I thought biology was a science. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the essays will kill you off. Psychology, I loved it. Psychology teachers know how to teach, because I'm not saying my other teachers didn't know how to teach. They were really good at teaching, but I meant that the way psychology stayed in my brain, because they know psychology, they know how to make it stick in your brain, because they know psychology, because psychology is all about the brain. That's my theory. But yeah, all my other teachers were really good at teaching. It was just that it was just a mess. And then applied science, the content itself, I can't lie, the content was calm for me. I knew the content. Coursework, it betters you for uni, because now I know how to do coursework. But everyone that's in my applied science class can vouch. We used to do all-nighters. All-nighters. We'll go to school with maybe 10 minutes of sleep. 10 minutes typing there, typing on our computer, saying, I've got to 5,000 words. Yeah, I went to sleep, I can't lie. I went to sleep around 3. I said, this is not me, I'm going to bed. But I know some of my friends that would actually stay up till 6, and they wake up for 7 for school. Like, when I tell you, coursework teaches you that how you need to manage your time, everything like that. It was just havoc, chaos, mess. Revision, if you don't pattern your revision from beginning of year 12, if you're coming in thinking A star, by the time you leave, you'll be like, I'm thankful with a D. If you actually ask me, and you guys know Savannah, we came into biology saying, we're going to be A star students, we're going to get A star, they don't know about us, they don't know about us, they don't know about us. We'll get in season them up, we're like, you know what, it's a stepping stone, it'll be okay, we're happy, this like this. If we get C's, we'll be gassed. Nah. I'm gonna ask her if she's okay with me putting that in. I might just believe her name, but still, literally that's us, because we were just tired. Like I said, A level's draining, A level's tiring, and if you don't go in the mindset of I need to revise, I need to be patterned, everything like that, you're gonna be happy with a pass, and you end up saying I'm happy with the E when you're aspiring for A stars. E is not bad, but when you're aspiring for A stars, that jump's bigger than the jump I was talking about at the beginning of the video. See how I went back in a circle? Well, more a circle than a dash, because we're going to go on to the next topic, but beside the point. With revision for sciences, past papers are your best friend. If you do maths, if you do biology, if you do physics, if you do chemistry, if you do psychology, yeah, like those 3 are your best friends, because the questions come up. The questions come up over and over and over again. Literally, they change one word. Like, when I tell you examples of the laziest people, they'll change one word and then put it back in there. Do you know what I mean? With psychology, they'll change the whole concept of the question. Like, you'll be like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this, but I don't think it's the right answer. I don't think it's the same. Like, they make up new questions for the A level. You will not see a repeat of a question. They make up new questions. The only repeats you may see is the essays, because the essays there's only so many essays, so you can plan your essays and revise that, and then plan 16 out of 16 essays, memorize them from year 12. I promise you, year 13 you'll be thanking me. Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say, because I don't want to waffle too much in this video, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful to you or whatever. I know I can talk a lot, so yeah, I can really waffle. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, and when you subscribe, put the bell. I'm drawing out the bell, like I'm gonna put the animation. I'm so lazy at editing, I know I'm not gonna do that. But put the bell and then put all. When you click the bell, put all, because I promise you, I do not have a strict filming regimen, so I never know when I'm posting. Do you know what I mean? You guys will know before me when I'm posting, because you'll see the notification bell. Do you get? And I tend to put in Premiere so you can see, oh, Kelly's posting a video soon. So yeah, just make sure you have the notifications on. Love and guidance, and shout out to my #1 fan Kalfa, because she supports all my videos and I know she's watching this right now, and I just wanted to make sure she knows that I love her so much. And yeah, Jesus.